our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen now on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find Green. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries, 58 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Throwing on second and 8. Allen, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Rosen on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action here on first down. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, this is caught by Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Too long, a coverage sack, down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
On second down, here's Mixon. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play, and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
53, Mike, 53. You must be getting tired.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Mike, 53. Mike. You gonna get this boy? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Motion. Watch 30.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Got his man, that's Harry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So don't say nothing. Quarter. 53.
On 2nd down and 4. Rosen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rosen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Focus, defense, focus. 80. 53 to Mike.
Rosen will throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's get it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Rosen to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now it's Rosen looking. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now Rosen.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, it's Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Throwing on second down. Rosen looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now it's Rosen, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. On first down, Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scout.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On first down, Allen. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Stand left. You got 3 down.
On play action, Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because Even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. He gets this one to Boyd. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Slam.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the delay, it's Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that on defense.
No, protect the zone. Protect the zone.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A 93-yard kickoff return. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Still one of the most exciting plays in football. The kick return shows why there. 93 yards on that return for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. So the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. Allen now on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G, get off the field. Hug.
They run again with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
36. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Rosen to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7, a minute 11 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
A draw play for Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Allen to throw. And able to find Green. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's back to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but